Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Of course this channel is dedicated to making coffee, so if you can hit that subscribe button, that'll help me out tremendously. So today we are going to make Turkish coffee. Now the difference between Turkish coffee and espresso is basically how they are made. Now both are quite strong drinks, but they get their strength from different factors. Turkish coffee has a bold flavor that comes from the fine grounds boiling over water, and it has an added kick from the sugar and perhaps some other spices that you may like to add to the coffee. Now the difference with espresso is that the bold coffee flavor comes from the high pressure brew, so in turn the flavor of your coffee is more pure. Now, there are different types of Turkish coffee, meaning that when you go into a restaurant, especially a Turkish restaurant, you're going to be given about 4 different options. Number 1, sade, which is sugarless. Number 2, az şekerli, with a little bit of sugar. 3, orto şekerli, which is maybe a little bit more sugar. And then finally 4, çok şekerli, with lots of sugar. So those are your 4 basic choices when you're ordering Turkish coffee at a restaurant. But today, we're going to make Turkish coffee at home. So obviously, the first thing that you're going to need is Turkish coffee. Now, I got this can from Amazon, which is pretty authentic, and I really like the taste of it. And then you're going to need what they call a cezve, or a coffee pot with a long handle. And you want to make sure that it has a long handle. Then, of course, your sugar, and if you want to add some additional spices like cardamom or even cinnamon, you can do that as well. So now to show you the difference between espresso and Turkish coffee. Do you see that the Turkish coffee is really, really finely ground? It almost looks like a powder or even like hot chocolate, but it's really, really fine. It's so powdery, isn't it? Look at that. And then, of course, you take your cezve, which is one I got also from Amazon. It was a set that actually came with the coffee, and it's from the same company of the coffee, and it is stainless steel and a long handle. Now you have a choice. I think you can get them in copper or stainless steel. And of course your sugar or whatever sweetening you like to add. So for today we're just going to use coffee and sugar to make our coffee. So you want about a tablespoon of coffee, and you put that directly into your cezve. And of course you want to add your sugar. You can use the same spoon. Now for me, I like mine a little bit sweet, so I add maybe about 2 tablespoons. But again, you can add based on your taste. And then you just want to mix the coffee and the sugar together and mix it well. There you go. Just mix it like that. Yeah, just mix, mix, mix. Then the next thing you want to do is, of course, add your water to the cezve. And make sure when you are adding the water not to fill it to the top, because what will happen is that it will overflow when it's boiling. You want to get your stove ready. And then just put your cezve on your stove and start boiling it. Now it will take a few minutes to heat up, but don't leave your stove unattended because it may boil over and then it will taste like burnt coffee. So obviously you don't want burnt coffee. So while it's getting warm, you stir it occasionally. And as you can notice on top there, it'll start almost looking like it's foaming. And that's good. That's the actual crema of the coffee. So just keep mixing it a little bit more. It's bubbling. That's that crema that's on top. So just leave it on there, and then of course you want to get your Turkish coffee cup ready. Now I like to use this special one, which I also got from Amazon for my Turkish coffee. It comes with the lid so that it can keep your coffee warm before you actually drink it. So there you can see the crema is starting to thicken a little bit. It's got that nice color there. There you go. Look at that. That's that crema. It's starting to thicken there. It's thickening even more. So you take your spoon and you spoon off some of that crema and you put it in your coffee cup. That's the traditional way to do it. So there you should see your coffee boiling. And as soon as that crema comes up, just spoon a little bit and keep putting it towards the bottom of the cup there. There you see it boiling there, or starting to rise. When you see that, that means that it's done. So you want to remove it from your stove before it starts boiling over, and then just pour it into your coffee cup. And there you have it, Turkish coffee. Enjoy.